Hi guys, I hope you're all safe and well. It's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do the Facebook card reveals for you all. Oh dear, the snow has made me in such a weird mood today, and little man wants to come up and say hello. He keeps wanting to come up and just sit on me. You can't eat the cards. So I hope everybody's had a cool day. Did you get to have much snow? I'm not sure if you did. Little man just wants to explore here a sec. So we'll just see what he's all wanting to do. Right, you can't sniff there, mate. You done? He's having a little saying hello. Right, come on, buddy. Right, let's pop you down. Sorry about that, guys. It's the best way is to just let him up, let him have a sniff, then he's all cool. So, I don't know if you've got any snow. We had a sort of light sprinkling this morning, and then it sort of fizzled out by lunchtime. So it was short-lived, but I hope if you did sort of get to sort of have some fun with it, that you did. Happy days. So let's see what we need to know about for these cards. So if you were drawn to card 1, we're going into the energy of intention. So intention's a really cool card when it shows, and it's all about manifesting your best life, but not just manifesting it, believing that you're entitled, that the intentions of what you seek, what you desire, what you truly want can become. I think there's a lot of kind of not just intention setting, but it's almost like moral compass stuff here as well. It's making sure that you give yourself permission to have the truest experiences. So it's not just manifesting and bringing something in. You know the roots, the reasons as to why you're wanting to do it a certain way. So that's where that moral compass energy comes in. And as long as your sort of intentions are genuine and pure and almost for the highest of good, you know, not harming or hurting others, just to sort of, you know, invoke those greater experiences, get out there and shine and go for it. So she's holding these 2 candles, this lovely big angel. And to me, those candles, they do represent the magic, the power, the illumination of what you're wanting to go after, what your intention is to bring to you. So harness it, believe in it, even if you can't see the wood for the trees at the moment, even if it's an idea in your head, but you can't see how it can manifest into a physical reality, hold the focus, hold the space, because everything has the sort of power of coming good when we truly surrender to the process and allow ourselves that greater experience. So it's coming, it's there for you guys. So this feels really exciting, actually. So get out there, own it, make it happen. It's your time. It really is. So it's quite an exciting card, this one, as is the next one, I have to say. So as we're moving into the second card, we're going into card 2. We're going into new love. For a lot of people that I'm doing readings for, I don't know if it's the magic of spring coming into the world, that sort of light coming back into people's lives, or what it is, but there's quite a few people I'm chatting to at the moment that are starting to get a new type of love. Now, sometimes this can be romantic, so there could be sort of new relationships, partnerships coming together, being forged. And if that's happening for you, then great, own it, enjoy it, kind of explore where the magic takes you, because I know quite a few people have been having that experience recently, which is amazing. But I think this is also a love for self. It could be that some of you are seeing yourself in a new light, in a new space, in a new time, and there could be a little bit of sort of, you know, almost that new love, that new respect for yourself that perhaps you haven't really had before. So we've got a bit of that going on as well. So it could be on a personal level as well as romantically around you. And it could also be that maybe you're with an existing partner and maybe it's all felt a little bit heavy or a little bit stale or a bit stagnant. And maybe it's just injecting, we've got these arrows being shot here by the cupids. So maybe it's just injecting a little bit of life back into an already established relationship to make it feel like it's new love again. So we might have that. So if you know that a relationship needs some work, it needs a bit of repairing, don't dodge it, don't sort of ignore it. Focus on bringing it back to life, you know. Remember the reasons as to why you connected with each other in the first place and see if you can revive some of that energy, because it's going to be there for you if you want it to be. And I suppose the question is, you know, do you guys want it to be? Ultimately, you know, that's in your hands. But be mindful of connections coming in. And it doesn't just feel like it's romantic. It does feel a little bit, like I say, that it might just be soulmate friendships. So there could be some new love friendships that are also being forged at the moment, that connection of mental mind and having something really special, really fabulous. That doesn't necessarily lead into anything sexual or romantic, but just having somebody that really gets to you on a mental level. That's sometimes quite nice to have as well, isn't it? So I think there's a little piece of that there as well. So this is quite an interesting card because it can kind of come in to quite a few different offshoots depending on what your sort of personal setup is. And finally, if you've been drawn to card 3, we're going into the energy of miracles. Miracles do happen, guys. Miracles happen every day. Sometimes they're small, sometimes they're slightly bigger, but miracles are all around us. But sometimes we live such busy, chaotic lives, we don't actually stop to recognize the miracles and the blessings and see them for what they are. So every one of you that's woken up this morning, you've been gifted a miracle from the universe today. The fact that you've woken up to that breath of life. But so many of us take that for granted. So many of us don't even stop and acknowledge and think about that. But that is a miracle in itself, you know, if we choose to see it like that. So I think miracles is sometimes about our own perception, our own mindset of things as well. Every day a new kid is born, a new kid comes into the world, you know, that is a miracle in itself. And at the same time, people transition from this life. And a lot of people see that as sadness, but I actually see that as a miracle in itself, that someone's had that amazing journey in this physical realm and they depart into the spirit world, which is the embarking on their new journey. So there's a new miracle for them to discover in the spirit world, because death is never the end. We feel it's so final here on earth, but it isn't. There's another whole way of being. And it's the miracle of that, particularly if somebody transitions that never believed, and all of a sudden they're reconnecting with family members that they haven't seen, animals, kids, all these great people that are still there in that eternal realm, because the spirit world is that eternal realm of love, light, and sort of, you know, higher consciousness, essentially. So a really interesting card. So again, giving yourself permission to receive the miracles that are coming your way. So there's some good luck, there's some good fortune, there's some good abundance, but definitely also focusing on those smaller everyday today miracles. I feel that's quite important as well. So maybe some of you are working on staying grounded, staying humbled by the experience of life at the moment. I think we've got some of that going on as well. So an interesting card, this one. But I'm going to leave them with you. I hope they resonate. Stay safe, stay well, stay fabulous. Just a very quick shout out to say that on Saturday, you can catch me at the Wincanton Spiritual Fair. It's a free entry event. It's running from 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock. I am actually fully booked for readings, but still come along because there are some other fantastic readers, healers, therapists, and stall holders. Mum will be there with her stall for anybody wanting to sort of treat yourself to pendants, crystals, beaded creations, and all the other weird and wonderful stuff that she does. And loads of other fantastic stall holders will be there as well. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that's been supporting my tour. Tickets are starting to fly out, so thank you so much. Radstock is completely sold out, so thank you if you bought a ticket for that. I've just released the date for Ilminster and tickets are on sale. That's my first official theatre, so really excited about that. Frome is the one coming up next, so looking forward to Frome, and that's going to be amazing. That is happening on the 30th of April, so loads of great stuff going on. So I will leave it with you. Love and blessings. Have a beautiful week ahead, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Bye for now.